Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
All the Star Wars stuff at the beginning. We get back up in there or before. They're only at 11 o'clock right now.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Alright friends, welcome to Tomorrowland Station. As we pull in, we ask that you remain seated until this train comes to a full stop. Once the entrance, please remain seated until this train comes to a full stop.
Ready?
Watch your step.
You ready? Okay.
We're hopping out, sorry.
No problem.
Thank you guys.
We're going to do more rides first.
Thank you. Chinese guy, Chinese guy. Yeah, ready.
Welcome aboard our Holiday Port train, friends. This train is now getting ready to depart. At this time, we ask everyone to remain seated with hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our train. We also ask that you keep an eye on all younger children and have them seated away from our large train openings. Our next stop is Main Street Station. And as a courtesy to all guests, once we enter the tunnel, we do ask that there be no video lighting or flash photography. We also ask that you turn off any light-up accessories. Thank you.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor.
Folks, I need everyone fully seated while the train is in motion. On their back pockets on a bench, back against the bench, both feet on the ground, or I will need to stop the train. Parents, make sure that your child is properly seated for the entire train ride.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Primeval World, land of the dinosaurs. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
All right, friends, we are now arriving at Main Street Station. We do ask that you remain seated until this train comes to a full stop. Once again, please remain seated until this train comes to a full stop. And a friendly reminder, Main Street Station is the only station with no ramp, just stairs. So if you have anything to unfold, please